One of the biggest things that holds guys back from losing weight is tracking their food. Don't get me wrong, it's very effective, but it's also boring, repetitive, and easy to get wrong or forget. So today I want to propose an alternative approach. And I'll tell you straight up, it's boring, but it works. And if you get it right, it might just be the best way for you to get lean enough to see your abs pop in this summer. So full screen the video and let's lock in. Now, this whole approach is based on the mantra that I live by and regularly preach to my clients. And it's very easy to remember because it's just 5 words. Simple things done well consistently. You see, the more complicated your diet is, the less likely you are to stick to it. In other words, simplicity makes consistency a heck of a lot easier. So with that said, we're going to break this down into 4 boring rules. And if you stick to them, the fat should fall off of you. Number 1 is to prioritize real food. Now, don't get me wrong, being in a calorie deficit is extremely important. It's critical, in fact, if you want to lose weight and burn body fat. But over the years, the calories in, calories out message has been oversimplified. And as we get older, especially in the United States, where over 50% of the food is processed, the quality of the food that we're eating is just as important, or maybe even more important. Now, of course, it is true that as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight and burn body fat. But if your diet is made up of mostly processed foods, you're going to make it a heck of a lot harder than it needs to be. And that's not just because processed food doesn't contain any nutritional value, but it's also been proven time and time again to spike your cortisol, and it even hijacks your hunger hormones too, which is why 30 minutes after you eat fast food, you feel hungry again. So if you're serious about losing weight and want to make it as easy as possible for yourself, you want to focus on single ingredient food, or at least limiting the number of ingredients in the food that you're eating. And the best part is, if you're eating single ingredient, nutrient dense, real food, it's actually very hard to go over your calories. And if you don't believe me, just try and eat 3 chicken breasts in a row. This is real food. Not only is it going to fill you up, but it's going to give you stable all day energy. And the more energy that you have, the more you're going to move. And the more you're going to move, the more calories that you're going to burn. Now, of course, some people are going to clap back in the comments and tell me that eating real food is too expensive. But to be honest with you, these tend to be the same people who are spending thousands every year on junk food, smoking, drinking, and drugs. If you pay attention and go to the supermarket, you will see that frozen fruit and veg, chicken, mince, eggs, milk, yogurt, the list goes on. There is plenty of single ingredient, nutrient dense, whole foods that are not going to break the bank. So I appreciate that everybody has a different budget, everybody has different financial circumstances, but I will die on this hill. You do not have to be wealthy or rich to eat a healthy diet. So that's number 1, prioritize real food. Number 2 is PFW, which stands for protein, fiber, and water. Let's start with protein. So protein is like your secret weapon. Not only does it reduce your hunger hormones, it's going to keep you feeling fuller for longer, and it's going to protect your muscle whilst you're dieting. You see, when your calories drop, when you put yourself in a deficit, your body will burn fat and muscle unless you tell it otherwise. Well, protein tells it otherwise. So more protein equals better muscle retention, better appetite control, and over time, better results. And if protein is your secret weapon, then water and fiber are the unsung heroes. Now, I'm 100% sure I'm not the first guy in the world to tell you that drinking a lot of water is a good thing, but a lot of guys still struggle with this, and they still struggle with it for one simple reason. They're just not focused on it. Why? Because no one's ever taken the time to explain to them why drinking more water is so important. So I want you to think of water as your body's secondary energy system. The calories that you eat are like the fuel that you put in your car, but the water that you drink is like the oil you put in the car to make sure it doesn't break down. You see, every single cell in your body requires water to function correctly, and dehydration can cause huge problems. It affects your energy levels, your mental clarity, and even your ability to stick to your diet. But what most people don't realize is just how sensitive our bodies are to this. You see, you only need to be 1 to 2% dehydrated for your brain to start switching off essential processes in your body. And ultimately, what this leads to is a feeling of lethargy. The problem is, more often than not, this is a subconscious thing. You don't even notice that it's happening. So, how much water should you be drinking? Well, the simple answer to this for most guys is just more. Most guys are woefully dehydrated. At a minimum, you want to be aiming for at least 3 liters of water per day. But don't be afraid to push that up to 4 or even 5, especially as we head out of winter into the warmer months. Now, the best hack, the simplest trick that I can give you here is to keep a bottle with you all times and keep it visible. You can't see it, but whenever I'm recording YouTube videos, in fact, whenever I'm doing anything sat here at my desk desk throughout the day, there is always a water bottle right in front of me. Then we have fiber, which has not one, not two, but three huge benefits when it comes to fat loss. Number one is that just like protein, it helps to keep you feeling fuller for longer because it fills your stomach. Number two is that it improves your gut health by feeding the good bacteria. And I'm a big believer that in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to be hearing a lot more about this because there's a huge link between our gut health and our mental health. And then number three is that it helps control our blood sugar by slowing the absorption of carbohydrates, which means steadier energy, fewer cravings, and better insulin sensitivity over the day. So far we've talked about number one, which was prioritizing real food. We've talked about number two, which was PFW, protein, fiber, water. And now we're talking about number three, which is to keep it quick and simple. And this is where some guys are going to think that this approach is too boring. But the thing is, it's the boringness, if that's a word, of this approach that makes it so effective. You see, the reason that I'm able to stay lean year round without even really thinking about it is because I pretty much eat the same meals every single day. I have the same breakfast, which is oats with yogurt and honey. I have the same lunch, which is mince with peas, rice, and eggs. And then I rotate 2 to 3 dinners in the evening, which is either chicken, salmon, prawns, or sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit fancy, I might have some octopus because I live here in Spain and it is absolutely beautiful. But the reality is my dinner is the only thing that changes throughout the day. I have the same snacks, I have the same amount of water, I have the same supplements. It is just repeating itself day in, day out. Now, I am certainly not saying that you have to eat the same meals as me, and you certainly don't want to be eating the same quantities as me because the number of calories that we all need varies person to person based on our age, our weight, our height, our sex, and how active we are as a person. But the premise here is that once you've figured out meals that fit within your calories and feed you with enough protein and enough fiber, you just repeat them over and over again. You're replacing the monotony of the tracking with the monotony of the food that you're eating. But the important thing here is that you enjoy the food that you're eating. It doesn't feel like a chore. And critically, all of the meals that I eat, I can prepare from scratch in 15 minutes or less. And none of them are breaking the bank. But I appreciate this is where a lot of guys will come unstuck. So what I'll do is leave a link to my free recipe book in the description under this video. Again, I'm not saying that you have to eat these foods. They are not the secret to success when it comes to losing weight and burning body fat. Think of it more as an inspiration guide, but it's going to prove to you that you can make delicious, high protein, healthy, cheap meals in 15 minutes or less. And hopefully, if nothing else, it gives you a few ideas. So just to recap again, number one, we want to prioritize real food. Number two, we want to think about PFW, protein, water, fiber. Number three, we want to make sure that our meals are quick and easy. And then finally, maybe most important of them all though, number four, we want to make sure that our diet is enjoyable. The word diet is a little bit of a funny one because it comes with very negative connotations. Think about it. If you're sat down at a restaurant with a group of 4 friends and the menus come over and you're deciding what to eat. Oh, the steak looks good. Oh, the pasta looks great. And you go, oh, sorry guys, I'm on a diet. They might not say it out loud, but they're all thinking, wanker. We've all been there. We've all been that guy, and we've all been on the table with other guys who are doing it. People roll their eyes in the back of their head because the word comes with negative connotations. But it doesn't have to. You see, the thing is, we are all on a diet all the time because your diet is just the collection of foods that you eat every single day. So as well as making your diet easy, quick, simple, and repeatable, we want to make sure that it's enjoyable because if it's enjoyable, it never feels like a chore. And that, honestly, gents, is the real secret. I enjoy every single thing that I eat. So it never feels like I'm on a diet. And the way I do that, not only do I enjoy the main meals, but crucially, I'm also sprinkling in snacks and treats every single day. I'm not having cheat meals and I'm certainly not having cheat days. Because remember what we talked about earlier, this processed food, the junk that we all treat as, treats and snacks, it spikes our hunger hormones, it spikes our stress levels. So not only does it throw us into a calorie surplus for that one day, it destroys all the momentum that we've built over the previous weeks or months. So I'm certainly not saying that you can never have a pizza or a burger, but I am just saying that you need to be mindful of the psychological impact that these foods are going to have as well as the physical. But the good news is, if you make your diet enjoyable, you're far less tempted to go and have a splurge. Now, the snacks and the treats that you sprinkle in are obviously going to be different to the ones that I have. Personally, for me, it will be dark chocolate, which I have every single day without fail. I'll have 2, sometimes 3 squares if I'm feeling a little bit cheeky after lunch, and the same again after dinner. At weekends, I'll have a couple of sugar-free Fanta lemons because, again, in Spain, they're just absolutely beautiful, particularly on a nice sunny day. And other than that, it will sometimes be Halo Top ice cream, jelly, protein bars. You see, the real cool thing here, guys, is once you get your diet under control, once you get your hormones under control, once you get your appetite under control, food that you used to think tasted bland now tastes sweet. I was talking to one of my clients about this called Andrew, who's based over in Canada. He's already lost 100 pounds. Absolutely crazy transformation. And he said to me the other day that he used to hate the idea of eating something like oats for breakfast because he just couldn't taste it. Now, he looks forward to it. It's the same with something like blueberries. Blueberries, to the average person who's having a high processed food diet, just don't taste like much. I love blueberries because what happens is after a couple of weeks of eating sort of a clean diet, your taste buds actually reset. So the foods that used to taste bland now taste sweet again. And what's really funny and a huge benefit as well is that the foods that you then used to look forward to back then, the sugary drinks or the chocolates or whatever it might have been, they're now too sweet that as soon as you bite into them, you're like, I actually don't want that anymore. So that is the key, guys. It's going to be a little bit difficult at the beginning to find the foods, to find the meals that fit within your calories, that you enjoy, that are quick and simple to make. There's going to be a little bit of friction, but push through that. Because after you've been doing this for 2 weeks and you've tracked those meals, so you know that those amounts are all going to be all good, and you have a system in place where you can see that you're losing 1 to 2 pounds a week on the scales, then yeah, it is a little bit boring, but I'll be honest with you, it works. So if you're sick of tracking, or you just found that you can't stick to it, or you struggle to make sure that the numbers that you're tracking are doing it accurately, then try this approach, because all you have to do is get it right once. It'll take some time for you to construct your perfect diet, but this process is so worthwhile because once you've done it, it makes the whole process of fat loss completely effortless. So those are my 4 boring rules that make fat loss a heck of a lot easier if you don't want to track your calories. But here's the thing, knowing those rules is one thing, but sticking to them and executing on them properly for 6 months, well, that's a whole other thing. So if you're over 35 and you're serious about losing 25 pounds of belly fat in the next 6 months, I'm on a proven science-based system that's already helped hundreds of men to supercharge their energy and future-proof their health, then click the second link in the description so you can see exactly how my coaching program can help you. Or you can check out this video next, where I'm going to show you why I think chasing 12% body fat is a huge mistake.